Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. I like to start with a dream. I thought it was quite interesting, so I thought I'll share this one. Um, I was in this courtyard, like a what do you call tariff? What do you call that football field? But it's not football. It's like they call it a tariff, don't they? Anyway, I was in this courtyard, and this person on the bike, beginning with D, came on the bike in front of me, and I can notice another initials, A, C, G, there was D, and I didn't want no one to notice me. So I was walking across this field, and I got to the end, and I end up on this street. I asked a man for direction, and then I thought, he doesn't know. And I walked back to the people, but I didn't get there. I decided, no, I don't want to be with them. And I walked back somewhere else. And then suddenly, as I'm walking back, I'm in this tunnel. And as I'm walking in this tunnel, I can see a flood coming towards me, but it was very clear and very calm. And as I'm walking, it was so much emotions. That's what I feel in it, water, emotion. When I looked down, I was standing on the back of a crocodile. Now, there could be a flood that concerns crocodiles in a courtyard, maybe a prison yard, or it can mean someone's manipulating your feelings and they don't want you to have any control over your feelings. Maybe somebody wants to put you back in your past, all right, or keep you in your past. And it's also a symbol, because like crocodiles, they can survive on land and water. Then you see your bike. That means you can control your emotions in times of struggles, manipulation, and deception. Someone's being very deceitful and manipulative about emotions, but it seems to be there's a lot of emotional turmoil, tunnel going on within someone's tunnel vision, maybe. Maybe someone's thinking about an ending someone's manipulation, deception of feelings. Could be a Scorpio, Aquarius. Someone's lying, stealing, cheating. Someone's lying about someone's emotions, Aquarius. Or someone's lying and manipulating emotions of a Queen of Cups. Could be a Aquarius person or a Queen of Cups, a very loving person, very psychic, very intuitive, going through a difficult situation. So we see the water behind her. So we see this could be a Libra person. Someone's not telling the truth. Someone doesn't want to acknowledge the truth, or someone's hiding the truth. Because now we see there's a secret when it comes to emotions. Someone's manipulating someone's emotions, or someone's being very deceitful. So now we're looking at the power of House 8 when it comes to deaths, unalivements, emotions. Emotions as well in a tunnel could mean a sexual adventure. That's also a tunnel, isn't it? Water. All right, and penetration. Maybe someone's manipulating someone through sexual adventures, And then also I woke up to Justin Timberlake, Rock with You. Somebody doesn't want you to go. That's why I turned back. Somebody doesn't want you to go. Somebody wants you to dance with them. Don't be afraid. Dance with me. I'm sure that's how the lyrics go. Yeah, dance with me. Let's have a different turning point. Let's do the waltz. Maybe someone's coming off a karmic cycle, or someone sees you as their destiny. It could be involved a Scorpio, a Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus. All right. You could be looking at a decision when it comes to relationship, but because we saw emotions, maybe you're trying to manage your emotions. When you were younger, or at any point in life, once you know how to ride a bike, no matter how long ago you was on a bike, you can always go back on a bike, right? So bikes also mean balance. Someone's balancing their emotions, even though their emotions are being manipulated under deception, because someone's cheating, stealing, and doing the rest. We saw the Seven of Swords. So now we're seeing intuition. Maybe you're using your intuition because now you have clarity. You're the phoenix rising, all right? You're rising out of that manipulation. So even though you've been manipulated by other people's decisions in the courtyard, you've got a wake-up call. You went forward out of that game plane of manipulation because you see your life purpose. Okay? So you could be looking at balance. Go back on your bike, all right, collective? All right? So now we're looking at a situation where maybe you're looking at the power of your emotions from the unconscious nature of your own self to do transformation. Remember, we're transforming. We didn't want people to see us in the courtyard. We didn't want to go back to the past, all right? We want to go forward. But someone's manipulating the emotions. So maybe they want you to go forward. Maybe someone's saying, dance with me, all right? So now you're looking at the ability to organize, to go back on your bike, and you can balance your emotions and deal with your society, all right? Because emotions is about the power, all right? Because remember, water signs is about lessons of peace, and your intuition comes from the power of the soul, which is the fire sign, your inspiration, because you're born to love. So now you're being that phoenix rising away from dead people. They don't have no emotion, no empathy, all right? So we're going past that stage, and you're looking into your deep emotions. We went into the tunnel of the self. So someone's gone deep into their emotions to recognize their intuition, to be that phoenix rising. Because remember, intuition and your emotions is connected to your own relationship. Because remember, manipulation and deception, it can mold your character. So you're understanding that what is keeping you safe, because you saw the Two of Swords, is your intuition. Because you're going for a decision, maybe when it comes to a relationship with yourself or with other people. So now I'm looking at the power of love, all right? Loving yourself and loving others, loving beings, loving planet, and especially loving God, especially when you balance your emotions to identify your intuition. So now we're looking at creativity, all right? Looking in the power of creating to transform, okay? Because you have that ability to do that, collective, all right? So that you can deal with society in your own power, okay? Yay! Because you're working on your own power, all right? So you're working, all right? Okay? So maybe you're working, all right, on your own inner personal purpose, okay, to bring in, all right, your pentacles, self-mastery, self-craftsmanship, all right? You're concentrating on your energy because you are the phoenix rising, because you have that source of will, you have that source of self-motivation to go back on your bike, all right, to bring out that balance, all right, because you have the confidence, the strength, because when you see the crocodile, you're on the back of the crocodile, you got the strength to defeat any manipulation by using your emotions that's identified with your intuition. So you're creating balance, all right? Because remember, the crocodile, it can survive on land and water. But at the same time, it can bite. But even though someone might have sharp words, they still soft with their emotions. Do you understand? So maybe someone's working, all right? Maybe you could be a Virgo person, all right? Or Aquarius person. Into me, I am working because I understand my emotions have been manipulated. You could be a dentist, a doctor, a writer, or maybe a policeman, all right? Or you could be in the energy of being like a pioneer or an inventor, or you could be into computers or physics, all right? So you're looking at a pioneer, you're looking at a humanitarian person. They might have sharp words, but their emotions, remember we saw the nice, clean, clear emotions. So now you're looking at a humanitarian person when it comes to maybe someone lied about someone's work to be a phoenix rising. Do you understand? So now we're looking at someone's individual relationship with themselves. They're trying to manipulate someone at work, all right? So they can masquerade as a friend maybe, okay? Or maybe someone loves your work and they're going to come back to you. They want to manipulate your emotions because they think you're unique. They think you're unpredictable. They love your visionary. They love how you have a different perspective, all right, when it comes to intellectual thoughts. But someone's running in, maybe manipulating the emotions, all right, to try and get your work, your ideas. Do you understand what I'm saying? So be careful, all right, collective. Use your intuition, okay, because it seems to be the energy of a secret, all right? Because now you're looking at, someone's probably looking at your everyday activities when you're doing your work, all right? So now maybe someone's emotional, okay, because they're seeing your habits, okay? They're seeing that you're a very hard worker when it comes to your habits. Someone's looking at your environment. Maybe they think you're a good mother, or a mother lied about your work. Take it as it resonates. But you're looking at balancing, okay? When it comes to every ending has a new beginning. You are the phoenix rising. Keep going, okay? Maybe someone's lying about your work, all right? Trying to lie, steal, cheat. So now we're looking at the energy of someone walking around, all right, with that protection when it comes to their work. They seem to be the energy of darkness. When it comes to manipulation, is darkness. Deception is darkness. That's come from the low vibration of people in your environment. So now someone's missing elements, aren't they? When it comes to their mental, that means they're very negative if they go around stealing, cheating people's work, acting like a friend. So now we're looking at the energy of someone's passion when they're walking around, all right? They have that passion, okay? When it comes to maybe the passion of anger, looking at someone's work and their everyday habits. So secretly they're trying to guard their work, okay? Because they understand maybe they've been manipulated through the thoughts to interrupt the emotions, all right? So maybe somebody wants to interrupt your work. Distraction. Maybe someone wants to distract you because you're working on your healing. You're working on loving your own self, all right? Because behind the pentacle is someone's lying. They keep looking at your blessing. Because remember, the coin has two sides, all right? There's always two sides of a coin, all right? And there's always two sides of a truth. There's your truth. There's your side, my side, and then there's the truth. But someone is lying on the other side of this coin, this blessing that's been given by God, all right? So now we have a blessing, okay, when it comes to a pentacle, a solid pentacle. This is where you have a treasure, okay, that's been gifted to you by the heavens, okay? So now we see confusions, maybe no direction for some of you, but we're looking to share it with the world. It's a pathway for groundship, all right, to share with the world. But behind this pentacle, someone is lying, stealing, cheating, because someone is probably looking for their own independent wealth, all right, when it comes to a financial gain or a solo pleasure, all right? But someone's looking at coming to calmer waters. Could be an Aquarius person, all right, when it comes to the energy, all right, of understanding that someone's talking, all right, about the reasons and logics of someone's relationship. When it comes to the pentacle, it could be a Taurus or a Capricorn person. When it comes to the thoughts of someone's purpose at work, all right? So we could be looking at the energy of the intuition. So on the other side of the coin is using your intuition to identify, okay, people that are lying, scheming, cheating. Why? Because you're going back on your bike. Hey, you're going back on your bike, man. Use your intuition, all right, collective? Okay, don't be afraid to show your creative expressions, okay? Because that's going to bring about some comfort for you, especially when you're working and you've got people trying to lie, still cheat, because they like your production, they like your vision, and they like your insight. So now maybe someone's sneaking around your work, right? Maybe someone's very jealous, very envious, okay? Because now they keep walking around in this energy of negativity. You could be building a home or a real estate, but you could just be recreating yourself when it comes to the holy grail of self. You're looking at working overtime. You could be working really hard on your 8, 9, 10, on your investments. So it can be a turnaround for something for you to leave, like a legacy. Someone's leaving a legacy, all right? But someone keeps looking back at someone's legacy because someone made their own independent wealth through their intuition. Because now you're looking at the flow of your emotions, like when we're in the tunnel. Even though you might have a shell, because remember you're on the back of a crocodile. Do you understand? The shell from hell in heels. It could be a man or a woman, take it as it resonates. So now you're understanding someone's creative ideas when it comes to lying, stealing, cheating on the other side of the pentacle. This is why you've got to hold on to your own cup of love. Remember, it comes from self-love. So you can identify your emotions, all right? And then you can look at your intuition. So now we're looking at the page, all right? You're looking at being very studious when it comes to a new love, all right? You're looking at the cup of love. You're looking at your intuition when it comes to the flow of your finances, maybe for some of you. This could be about business, but also it comes with the intuition. You could be looking at a Queen of Wands, someone very magnetic, all right? We're looking at someone that's connected to heaven and earth, but it seems to be a hidden energy when you're thinking about this person when it comes to the expansion, okay? Because we're looking at someone's confidence, someone's pride, maybe a bit more optimistic, okay? Because now you're looking at a good fortune, because now you've got a horizon if you work on your self-mastery. But someone's lying about working on the self-mastery when it comes to independent wealth. Someone's not independently wealthy, so now they're under judgment, all right? This could be court. Remember, it was in the courtyard. So now maybe someone's in the courtyard, maybe in prison, in spiritual world, all right? Because they're under judgment, all right? When it comes to the energy of power, when it comes to their society. Because now we're looking at a hidden energy when it comes to maybe a Queen of Wands. Someone that's meant to be connected to heaven and earth. Someone very courageous, very confident. They can use their creative expressions if they work really hard to go through any blocks, all right? A very creative, magnetic person. But it seems to be an energy of a lie when it comes to the thought. Into me, I know, at work. There's a judgment. This is what maybe this Queen of Wands is thinking about when it comes to the purpose of someone's work. Because it seems to be, when it comes to the wisdom and the knowledge, there seems to be something not progressing. Because someone's looking at independent wealth, very independent person that can go on their bike. She could be very loving, a Queen of Cups. She's very loving, she's very creative. Because she understands, she can use her emotions. Because she's very psychic, very intuitive. But someone's lying, maybe about Aquarius, a very intuitive person, a Queen of Wands. Maybe she's lying about balance. Maybe she's juggling someone's work, lying, stealing, cheating, taking some information. Because on the other side of the coin, someone's looking at someone else's blessing. Maybe this person is lying about being intuitive because they're taking it from someone else's work to make them look like they're independently wealthy. They got the information. They're looking like they're wealthy when it comes to information. But it's a lie, maybe. Someone's lying. Someone's in their thoughts of lying. Someone's masquerading as a friend. Someone's lying about being balanced at work or juggling money at work. Use your intuition, balance your emotions. Because she seems to be looking at someone at work, maybe a Aquarius person at work. Or looking at an Aquarius person's work when it comes to spirituality or a challenge, when it comes to maybe the King and Queen of Cups. Or maybe she's looking at lying when it comes to King of Cups. When it comes to money, with a Taurus or a Capricorn person lying. Because they're looking at maybe a blessing, an intuitive person, a dreamer. They're lying, stealing, cheating with a King of Cups. Someone's lying about their emotions of manipulation. We saw that deception. So go back on your back because someone's manipulating someone's emotions. Because someone's ships are coming in the pentacle. So someone's hanging around because someone's ships are coming in. So they're hanging around. They want a piece of it. So be careful. Use your intuition, collective. Use your intuition. Now you look at the knowledge of discovery. When it comes to maybe King of Pentacles. Someone's lying. Someone's lying. Taurus for a Capricorn person lying about maybe independent wealth when it comes to inheritance. It's been peeled off. maybe from the hand of God. Someone's lying, that they're using their intuition. Someone's been taking pieces of someone's work and made money for a family, for inheritance, lucrative deals, to be in this tree of life. Because now we're looking at energy of someone talking about a lie when it comes to someone's reasons and logics being in a relationship. They're looking at the results of the relationship. And someone's juggling someone's money. There's a lot of money, but it comes from a lie. Somebody was lying, stealing, cheating, maybe from a King of Pentacles. When it comes to a joint, something to do with a joint project, joint enterprise, I just heard, or something. Someone should not be in this elite group or something, because in the air is the elephant in the room about money from maybe this masculine, a King of Pentacles, a Taurus for the Capricorn person, a man with money, striving, thinking, illuminating. He can walk away anytime. He's illuminating the mind, knowledge, wisdom, different perspective, maybe about Queen of Wands, or about an investment into a death of a dreamer. A King of Pentacles is thinking with a King of Wands. Could be a King of Wands. When it comes to manipulation, holding this burden, when it comes to a shock of a lover, they've been watching this insight, trying to make a decision about this plan. For a Taurus person, it comes to these messages of deception, trying to lie about an Aquarius person or soulmates, want to win at any cost. When it comes to success, with a Cancer person, Leo person is looking at this entrapment. For a Taurus person, and a King of Cups, researching, Leo, missed opportunity, Aquarius person, Emperor, and away, holding back. A wish fulfillment. Different perspective about creative ideas coming from the intuition or maybe from a dreamer. Because now someone's illuminated their mind about unalivement, maybe of maybe someone's crush, or maybe someone's ending, like, you know, like maybe husband at work. That sort of thing, maybe. But someone's looking at a crush or a new love. Someone's looking at their emotions when it comes to a dreamer. People, write your dreams down. Focus on your intuition, okay? Because there seems to be a flow of money when it comes to a project. When it comes to an adventure. Or passion when it comes to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Illuminating an opportunity. But it comes from the heart. If you want solid projects, you have to open the heart. It's about the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. Somebody loves someone's project, want to bring it to harmony. But there seems to be a lack of balance due to envy, bitterness, pointing at a pathway of insight, of a lie, about an intuitive person or a dream. You've got a different perspective about Taurus or Capricorn person, very heavy about money. Maybe this person is trying to be a phoenix rising. But this Queen of Wands, she could be one person or two people. They lie a lot. It's all about seduction, lies, very demanding, pushy, overbearing with their values. That's what they're thinking about. They want to be that powerful person within their institution or in their circle of friends, family. But it's a lie. And that's all people are talking about in this environment where there's people with money, maybe. Yeah, they're talking about maybe this person throwing energy magic at someone at work, manipulating someone's emotions, or someone's looking at someone's creative ideas, lying, stealing, cheating to stay within an environment with lucrative deals, maybe. But there's this different perspective anyway about a lie when it comes to maybe a promotion, investments, contracts, book ideas, when it comes to creative expressions, endeavors, when it comes to emotions. There should have been a beautiful garden, but maybe someone's got to defend themselves, a masculine Leo person. They got the action, the abilities to take action, maybe against the Queen of Wands. Could be two people, one person in one. Very pushy, over demanding, maybe. Maybe very aggressive. Someone's got to be aggressive, man, maybe. Someone's value, they don't have no value, no worth. Their thoughts are stealing. Very passionate about it. Maybe from someone's home. They keep looking back at someone's delay, different perspective. They're creating delays. Maybe someone wants to sacrifice someone. Because now you're looking at success. Now we're looking at the world fulfillment, end of a cycle. There's an end of a cycle. It seems to be a happily ever after when it comes to your artistic, creative self. Use your intuition. Be very dedicated. You could be a poet, a dreamer. All right, you could be a healer or a director. Maybe looking at the mystical. Maybe someone feels like you're mystical because you're a very peaceful person. Maybe someone just trying to project how they feel like their life should be when it comes to success. Maybe everyone, maybe a lot of people think, to be successful, to bring in that pentacle, you always got to lie, cheat, steal, act like a friend. Somebody wants to win someone's work at any cost or someone's money at any cost. When it comes to soulmates or a past energy or a friend you feel familiar. Yeah, justice is here. Someone's got a different perspective. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person or a King of Wands. We saw those two masculine because it's masculine's coming up in this energy. Yeah, they're looking more at using their emotions when it comes to work, expansion, personal expansion. Someone's in their pride before the fall. But use your intuition. Your dreams are coming true. You could be a Leo person looking at a legacy in a different perspective. You could be a Leo person looking at triumph, success. Because now we're looking at 7 of Wands. Someone's getting into victory when it comes to recognitions. They've got lots of resources, just not for themselves and for other people. Maybe they know this and now they're going into self-defense to protect against a competition. It could be a Queen of Wands or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is their competition. Yeah, you got to look within yourself. Maybe someone's going into the energy of I desire more options. So someone's walking away, maybe from a Queen of Wands. Or maybe from a Cancer person. Because someone's looking at more of the power of the self when it comes to self-discipline, self-balance again. You have to balance to bring in your goals. So now someone's in that power of energy of going into their goals. They've got lots of resources within themselves to create lots of solid ideas. Why? Because the soul of the self is very powerful when it comes to maybe planting your services. Because now you're looking at a different perspective when it comes to legacy. It really comes from that balance. Someone's doubling anyway. Someone's looking at the Empress energy when it comes to the routine, when it comes to their creative ideas, sparkling ideas. Maybe this energy is now in the energy of maybe a Queen of Wands when it comes to home challenges, when it comes to maybe reunions, celebrations. with a King of Pentacles. There seems to be fighting, dysfunctional family. Someone's, because you got 5 now. Maybe he sees her as a rival or a challenge. What do you think about Queen of Cups? Be a King of Wands. Looking at his counterpart, balancing, bringing in their own generational wealth, old school money. Even those someone's lying, stealing, cheating. When it comes to Aquarius, Taurus for a Capricorn person, Leo person. Looking at someone's uniqueness when it comes to an air sign person. Because air signs rule Uranus planet. This is what it was in the Hangman. That's why you can't play with Aquarius people, man. They're always going in. They're very like individual people. Because they rule the Uranus. So they're always unique. They're always creative. They're always different. That's why people think air signs are quite eccentric. All right? Because they see the future. Because they're more connected to the environment. Because they're more about humanitarian acts. They look at problems of the world, innit? To see they can have a different perspective. Because Aquarius is about visionaries. This is where they're always in the Hangman. So maybe people just can't keep up with this person who's all about innovations. Too many innovations. They can't keep up with all their options. The speed is not enough. So maybe this Leo person's walking away. It's in the strength, maybe, of the Leo when it comes to the lion and the lioness. Because we saw the King of Wands and then you see the Queen of Wands. Someone's looking at a different perspective when it comes to the Pentacle, when it comes to the blessing. But either going to create houses that can be fell down with emotions, with storms, with all of that. No, you want to create treasures from your gift. So remember, there's always 2 sides to a story. So now we're looking at 2 sides of a coin. Use your intuition. Now you're looking at the crocodile. He can survive on land and water. So have that different perspective when it comes to maybe someone lying, stealing, cheating. It came with manipulation, deception of the emotions to keep people going back into the courtyard because someone's looking for other people. This could be a lawyer as well. Or a barrister or something. But we're looking at the Ace of Pentacles. We're looking at promotion. We're looking at investment. Someone's looking at someone's investment. Because when God gives you you are a gift. It's to help with the world, you know. So now, maybe this Queen of Wands was looking at that desire at some stage. Because she didn't want someone to look at God's 2 of Cups. She wanted someone maybe to stay in that protective mode. So maybe they were doing that dark magic because they're missing their own element is intuition. Because they have to lie, still cheat. Like if you're my friend for a reason, isn't it? Is to create my pentacle. So there's no empathy, there's no emotions. It's more fake promises, broken heart, and drained energy. So now someone feels abandoned or maybe unloved, maybe by a Scorpio person, that desire. So someone will look at someone's work. So they bring difficulties, maybe to Aquarius person, but Aquarius person comes to calmer waters. It's about the balance, isn't it? You got to balance your emotions, man. So when people act like this, you don't know you're very worthy. You are commodity, boy. Someone tried to take your commodity crown. These people are just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Listen, don't let people manipulate you, man. Write your dreams down, study it, man. Don't let people manipulate your emotions so you can go back to maybe your teenage self, like your teenagers in the schoolyard running around. You know what I mean? Kiss chasing and someone gets caught in the bike yard getting banged out. Work on your pentacles. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted, man. Defend yourself. It could be a Leo person. Defend yourself. Stand up for your belief, you know? Because the soul of the self is giving you enough tools to stand up for yourself. So this person could be like a no-no. Because a no is a yay to her bank account. Do you know what I mean? So it becomes under manipulation, deception. All right? Okay, this is why I want you to learn to not allow my readings to dictate your emotions. Do you understand? I'm just teaching you from my own story. Remember, we're all energy. We all go for the same things. But when you have your images in your mind when you're sleeping, it's the same thing with the tarot. But just don't let my tarot make your final decisions. I want you to focus on your first counsel, which is your intuition, all right? Don't let anyone force their values onto you, because there's always some hidden meaning behind something. So always use your intuition, all right, collective? All right? And I just heard I love you too, guys, all right? We're all here to help each other. So, we're looking at the wisdom, the knowledge. We're looking at walking away. Maybe someone has that feeling to walk away, that desire, because now you have the 8 of Cups. Maybe someone's walking away because they're not artistic, they're not very charitable, they're more stealing creative ideas, and they're very dedicated to it because they was very dedicated to being as a friend, masquerading. Maybe someone lied and said that they're a dreamer, but how can you be if you've got no emotions? So maybe they invested, all right, in someone not walking away. Or maybe a Taurus person is looking at what they say is what you read. Now, people are walking away because their own visionary is increasing. Remember, because the age of Aquarius is here as well. So more people are waking up, being more visionaries anyway. Do you understand? When I was looking at the intellect, you got to walk away from people, things in place that's not matching your intellect. Do you understand? Because it's all about lying. So maybe something's gone into a political debate. All right, because now you're looking at the energy. Okay, into me, I have been stealing, cheating, and doing the rest because someone's very lazy, someone's very jealous and overindulgent when it comes to someone's money. Someone's very stubborn. You could be an artist, a gardener, because we're gardening, do you understand? All right, because remember, you got seeds, people, to create. You can get one seed from God and one little gift, and you can unpeel it like an onion, all right? But someone's lying, stealing, cheating. Someone needs to walk away from a Taurus person or a Pisces person, or a Scorpio person, or Aquarius person. But into me, I think I need to walk away because someone's stealing, cheating my creative ideas and making money. They're putting money away and acting like they don't have money. And sometimes earth signs tend to do that, There's this business structure, I can't remember what it's called, when you use other people's money, but you keep your money on the side. I can't remember what that thing's called, man. You could be a dentist, a doctor, right? Policeman. Oh, there's a structure that's called that, all right? Or you could just be a gardener, all right, my darlings, all right? Can I look at adaptability, maybe, all right? When it comes to maybe your artistic value, you understand you have value, all right? You can always transform your skills and your talents in many other things, okay? Don't be complacent or don't be stuck. Hey, don't be stuck, all right? Because someone regrets an offer with maybe a Taurus for a Capricorn person. That is their perspective when it comes to unrequited love. Somebody has to walk away from a Taurus for a Capricorn person. Because now they're saying, walking away, I've had the understanding that all I did is miss opportunities, solid opportunities. Because now maybe the different perspective when it comes to maybe someone paying someone to put pills in someone's drink, to be in regret, to manipulate the emotions into unrequited love. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now we have the 4 of Cups. Now someone's walked away to get a different perspective. Now someone understands they're in regret because they didn't listen to their intuition. They didn't listen to their intuition. So now someone's in that 4. All right, you can turn all your regrets into greats. All right, because now you're understanding you've been handed, all right, a gift from God to show the world and to share for yourself and the world. Use your intuition, all right, so that you'll come out of loss and regret, all right, because someone's grieving at the moment, because maybe someone feels abandoned or unloved because someone hadn't had any empathy towards their own creative ideas, their own, do you know what I mean? So you got to walk away. You can't be a slave to someone else's dream, my darling, all right? Just like when someone put YouTube together. Okay, when it comes to creating this app, you know, it's someone's dream. Yes, we helped build it by having a channel, but you also have your own dream. Focus on your own dreams, not focusing on other people's dreams, all right? So this is where I want you to start writing your dreams down so that whatever you're dreaming becomes your reality, okay? Because now you're focused on your creativity and you can turn it into your visions. It's your reality, all right? Because now you're researching. Someone's very quite intuitive, an air sign person. Maybe an air sign person is researching, all right? Or they regret researching, hounding, or stalking an air sign person under deception. So now you've got the crocodile. The crocodile, do you understand? Manipulation, deception. But when you're on the back of the crocodile, always remember, all right? Crocodiles can survive on land, which is earth, and water, spirituality. Think about it. It's never been studious. Maybe someone's very curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Okay, especially doesn't use his intuition. Now, someone's being very outspoken. Maybe they feel this third party, or maybe someone regrets. She feels unloved by a water sign person. She feels like a friend, a Taurus Capricorn person. She's made a judgment on a friend. When it comes to a lifestyle with a Taurus Capricorn person, she's probably looking at reunion, celebrations, but she's looking at a friend cycle. On her mind, she's made that judgment. It's just lies. It's just lies. She needs to walk away. She made that judgment 5-3, walking away. Just to walk away. I saw it in my dream as well. Water. Crocodile. Someone's manipulating maybe her feelings, because it's feelings, isn't it? She can get back on the bike, or tell that person to jog on, get on your bike and buy, because this lifestyle is just not it, boy. It's not it. So now maybe a Queen of Wands is walking away from people, things, and places that doesn't serve her highest good. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Maybe looking more about balancing the yin and the yang, using intuition. But someone's lying, man. Lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. They're not a friend. Or this friendship group, you are not fucking children in the courtyard. In your courtyard, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of money, though. Lucrative deals just gone, bruv. Due to manipulation, your friend, Taurus Capricorn person, stole your money and stole your man while you're busy. Hey, King of Cups! While you're busy fucking helping a Taurus Capricorn person manipulate a Leo person, this time behind your back, bitch. Hey, man, walk away from people, things, and places, honey. Maybe someone's inspired by a Aquarius person walking away, or maybe someone wants to walk to a Aquarius person's house and say, yo, I need to talk to you, boy. About Taurus Capricorn person, the King of Cups. Maybe King of Cups is thinking about balance. It's a burden. Sagittarius is burden now, bruv. Too many lovers. Too many lovers. Who's sticking out? Queen of Pentacles. Go for a towel moment. Oh, shit, boy. About her options, about... Oh, shit, man. About her donations of promiscuity. It's been highlighted with a Leo person when it comes to... It's a battle to bring in that happily ever after. You're not a fucking soulmate, bro. She's thinking of this King of Cups as a burden. It's a burden. Someone walking away is a massive burden. Because all they don't have feelings. It's about the money. They're not friends. It's a burden even just trying to fucking be friends. Look at that. It's a burden, man. Into me, I desire to walk away. That's what this maybe King of Cups is saying, or this Sagittarius person. They look at a competition. A competition is a Taurus for the Capricorn person that think they have the courage to bring their own independent wealth by forceful lying, stealing, cheating. Could be a chemist, could be a detective. Now you got detective looking at these people. They play with black magic. Yeah, man. They think they're magnetic. Yes, yes, they want to be mysterious and powerful, my darling. Look at me probing. No, you're very possessive when it comes to resources. Very secretive. Very strong-willed, fixated, jealous person. Someone feels very suspicious, maybe, about King of Cups. A burden when it comes to maybe family inheritance. Because now someone's looking at their dedication when it comes to a Taurus or a Capricorn person. He's got 2 women and he's been juggling 2 women. And now someone's looking at walking away. It's a burden, man. Different perspective when it comes to earth angels. Heartbroken. Heartbroken when it comes to success. They're not making it, man. It's under deception. You can't lie on God's name, bro. You lot are pathetic. Deception, Cancer. Higher priestess. Telling the truth. Taking that leap of faith. With sparking ideas. Under judgment. Yet the Empress has come, boy. Intuition. King of Pentacles is looking at the situation. When it comes to Queen of Swords. When it comes to entrapment. Then you got 8, 9, 10. Backstab, betrayal, boy. When it comes to maybe a soulmate. Working with maybe an earth sign person. The Grid Reaper. Holding back with a Cancer person. The Devil. Lovers. Controlling. Someone's routine underlying. Because now somebody wants unalivements, ending. Someone's got a different perspective about someone's unalivement. Underlying, stealing, cheating. They're relying on this death, I guess, to bring in their options. But no, Tower moment, because somebody was very passionate about this wish fulfillment, a Queen of Pentacles. They thought it should bring in happy ever after for her. But no, insights. Someone's got insights. An Aries person, a Leo person. They've gone within, seeing the truth, the King of Wands. Looking at work. And now they're looking at a Taurus person want to win at any cost by lying, stealing, cheating, and doing 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, bullying, thieving, violence, verbal, physical, mental abuse, unaliveness, assaults, you name it. Want to win at any cost. A Taurus person when it comes to projects. Maybe Leo's looking at the situation, defending away from a Taurus person. Maybe a Leo person is maybe now looking at a fucking insight when it comes to Queen of Wands. When it comes to maybe the 2 of Cups. Maybe someone is single now when it comes to the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, thinking about a King of Swords. You think about Queen of Cups, about betrayal, up at night, worried about coming into a community, maybe being blunt to bring in balance. When it comes to lifestyle, when it comes to romance, you're disgusting. Oh, so that, yeah, independent wealth again, manipulation, coming to calmer waters because of Taurus institution, Sagittarius, fighting for Leo person, comes to the Emperor, Aquarius person looking at being blocked by a Leo person for a fucking peasant Taurus person. Never mind, now he's stuck with it. Now he's stuck with it and a fucking stupid mate, boy, and this stupid man. All under manipulation, imagine that. All this gangster shit. First of all, you lot should have figured out if you lot fucking like each other first. And that's the regret. They didn't look at each other first. What's your own fucking relationship? They didn't look at it. Told you that pathway. They did not look at their own burden as friendships before they started this pathway. Now they're in regret because the Leo person said, I'm fucking gone, babe. Now you're looking at self-defense, protecting against the competition. Looking back with a different perspective, man. A Leo person can triumph. Because on the mind is regret with a Taurus or a Capricorn person having an offer. They missed God's offer, man. It's God's offer. It wasn't meant for you to give it to a Taurus or Capricorn person or a Taurus Virgo Capricorn person putting pills in people's drink to manipulate their emotions. Because they're a crocodile looking to snap people. Do you understand? So now you look at someone's mood now. Mood swinger. She's in the park doing mood swings. Yeah, you swing on that. You swing on that, baby. You go on the swings and swing by your motherfucking self. All right. Oh yeah, you're so spiritual, but you're swearing. Listen, when you're loving, people take the piss. That's why we're in this situation in the first place. So now someone's got to learn the hard way. Do you understand? All right. Love isn't weakness, my friend. Okay. So now they're in regret. Okay. Right. Being a bully is weak. So you look at someone's practicality. Someone was very overcritical. Maybe someone was worrying. All right, it could be a writer. It could be maybe a policeman looking at the situation. Now you're looking at the dentist. Maybe a drill out someone's mouth. The truth. So maybe looking at a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to intuition, when it comes to researching, when it comes to being studious about the intuition. Someone's looking at being telepathically connected, maybe a fire sign person, an air sign person, being very studious, looking at this regret when it comes to a 12 Capricorn person, putting pills in people's drink and thinking that they're bad, yeah. This is mafia, man. This is, what's his name? Al Capone. One Al Capone. Yeah, her name's Al Capone. Or El Katrina. Hi, El Katrina. Welcome to oh yeah, alligator alcohol. Maybe there might be a fucking flood in there to Ross Clark. I saw too much bloody I saw a tunnel of crocodiles going towards yard. Take it as it resonates. But do you know what? Don't be afraid of the unknown, because sometimes you can see mountains. You could see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mountains in your mind. But it might not even be a mountain for you to climb all of them. Just don't be afraid to go into the unknown by using your intuition. You know? The intuition is where the magic is. Life is magical. Life isn't magical under lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. That's stupid. You're going against the magic. All right? The natural magic. You don't have to do partitioner. Go sit down with your partitioner. Taurus person. Institution. Queen of Wands. Looking at maybe a friendship group or a circle of friends. Having a decision. Judgment. Clarity. Final. Boom. You're under court. Judgment in spirituality. Now you feel that 5 of swords, that 5 of cups now. Oh yeah, that loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned by who? Maybe a 12 of a Capricorn person at work. She don't give a shit about you because they were thinking about King of Cups, and the King of Cups is thinking about work with a 12 of a Capricorn person under a lie, stealing, cheating. Do you understand? So he's got his back to the Queen of Wands anyway, but she wants a reunion with this person. But unfortunately, she has to walk away from people, things, and places. Why? It's her wish fulfillment to balance with this masculine. But this masculine is not looking at her. He's looking at a Taurus Capricorn person. All right? And a Taurus Capricorn person not even looking at fucking him in the end. They're looking at the money. So now this pathway that everyone's in regret. First, before you start this gangster shit, acting like we're friends, you know, let's carry each other's burdens. The burden is you motherfuckers weren't even friends in the first place. Heartbroken. Now they're heartbroken about their wish fulfillment. Maybe King of Cups. First of all, you must figure out whether you lot are bloody friends first. And clearly not. So now we're looking at, there you go. Lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a motherfucking friend. A King of Cups and a Taurus Capricorn person at work. So they're not even friends anyway. They're just fucking. They keep looking back at this Leo person, man. They just love this Leo person, boy. Leo, man, is their life, I guess. And without Leo, what are they? Nothing. So now I'm Leo, I did want in your body. He can go away thinking, fucking hell, I really am commodity, aren't I, my darlings? Thank you for the lesson, boy. Oh, yeah, now someone's walking away. It's a burden. Maybe a Leo person feels like it's a burden. Holding on to fucking Taurus's burden, trying to help them with their fucking lucrative deals. It's a burden, man. Because now you've got Aries person, Leo Sagittarius person, a King of Cups. How come there's one fucking person balance their life out with a woman as well? And still a failure. I know it's a regret. That pathway, they're looking back, boy. Their foundation is success moving forward. They're going to have much more options. Look at that. Much more options. So now you're looking at delays. All right. We're looking at people not telling the truth. People not acknowledging the truth. When you look at your intuition, you see the damn truth for yourself. Because maybe a Leo person is looking back. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to wish fulfillment. Maybe they want to come and win at any cost, fight. I don't know what that means. Because I don't like that saying. She's worth fighting for. No, you keep that with Genevieve Nadia. Don't bring that bullshit over here. You naturally flow over here or you stay over there. No, you can't force the horse to drink love, you know. You can only give it information. How they want to do their creative expression is down to them. But don't come over here with your, oh, I need to fight for my soul at any cost. Because of what I did. No, you relax your backside. You keep that shit over there. Because it becomes a burden after a while, man. It becomes a burden. Every day you got to wake up thinking, oh, how can I fight for this person? No, use your intuition or stay where you are. Create more delays, more obstructions. I don't have that fucking God mentality when it comes to God of War. God of War. Listen, go sit down. Now, someone, maybe a Leo person, looking at maybe abundance. When it comes to this burden with a 12 of Capricorn person, want to win at any cost when it comes to violent, verbal, mental, physical abuse, all of that madness. It's just disgusting. It's quite shameful. Deception, man. Lunacy. Lunacy. All these years playing with someone's lunacy. That's why you can't trust people without your intuition, because you don't know the mind of the mental. when it comes to your own energy being drained now. There's no thought behind this. None. All it was manipulations. Only fucking thought I went into this shit. And I wasn't even thought out right. It's disgusting. Now maybe a Leo person's coming out of this with triumph. Let's see. King of Wands. Yeah, he is. There you go. King of Wands. Maybe King of Wands is looking at the truth, gone within, is happy when it comes to happily ever after. He's looking at this insight of a Queen of Pentacles when it comes to wish fulfillment. She's in that fucking tower. She's a high-class prostitute when it comes to her options. They've got different perspective when it comes to their daily routine, looking for unalignment at work, for work, because Taurus person wants his creative ideas that was handed from God. She brings difficulties for Aquarius person. Now Leo person probably defending it when it comes to alchemists. Do you understand? Manipulation when it comes to unromantic fucking foolishness, unrequited love, balancing with a Taurus person. So now justice is here because someone's heart's being weighed when it comes to godly messages or when it comes to lifestyle. Someone's being very blunt when it comes to maybe going to maybe Queen of Cups, comes to a community, maybe a Gemini Libra Aquarius person, or she feels betrayed because now they're thinking about the Ace of Cups, maybe seeing the lawyer, or maybe seeing God, or maybe seeing King of Swords. When it comes to two sides of a coin, man, on the other side is soulmates. Maybe they're single, maybe a Leo person's holding back. Maybe it comes to Earth Angel being heartbroken, Queen of Wands, looking at her lovers, fucking hell, when it comes to her letter with maybe a Cancer person, demonic. When it comes to work, angry, jealous. When it comes to Queen of Swords, behind the Queen of Swords is deception, because she is the higher priestess, higher than the Pope. They're looking at her internet, looking at the world, www. Oh yeah, they're looking all right. So now maybe they're looking at this beautiful person. They want to come into her world, a Taurus person and a Leo person. When it comes to a Aquarius person, and she's going to tell you, oh, you can fuck off. Now maybe a Leo person, when it comes to Aquarius, he feels left out in the cold. Why? Because he went to do fame with a Taurus person that was a peasant and didn't have no success. Blocked from the soul world. Yeah, look, her coming through. God said, you need to get the fuck back, bitch. Yeah, she asked me, it's gone real. No, go sit down. All right. So now we're looking at this person, Taurus person, a female. All right. Very dark entity. Somebody needs to stop following this Taurus person. They're a natural peasant. All right. So now someone's got a calling. They've got to look above themselves. Okay. Away from this female dark entity, a Leo person. Maybe someone's looking at an Aquarius person, a healer, a starseed. And now behind the Emperor, pure conflict, boy. Yep. When it comes to taking that leap of faith towards the Empress. Now they're under judgment about intuition with a King of Pentacles, looking at entrapment and decisions. You lot are just way too much. King of Cups, lying, stealing, cheating about his emotions. He's probably the crocodile. Yeah, because he's the one he's the one in the water. He's a crocodile, man. Him and Toy, a Capricorn person, manipulation, man. Crocodiles. Yeah, because I look at Queen of Swords, and this was sticking out actually. The King of Wands. Looking at maybe stagnation. There you go, 2-2 again. 2-3, yeah, heartbroken. Heartbroken. Keeping as an option, is it? And he's looking at his past, wants to come in to a soulmate behind her back. Really? You better be fighting for Genevieve over there. You better come with a different attitude over here, my friend. We're fighting for who? You best fight for God's... You don't need to fight for God, man. Fight for your intuition. Because now you're looking at maybe delays, betrayal, stagnations, entrapments. You've got to use your intuition. King of Pentacles, look at this decision when it comes to the Empress. When it comes to sparkling ideas, taking that leap of faith, focus on your creativity. So now you've got a balance, Emperor and Empress. A Leo person wants to probably heal with a Aquarius person, wants to come in and walk away from a Taurus person. When it comes to this, I don't know, World Star. Blocks, man. This person's not going to be successful, people. You keep going over the same... It's like, I don't know, when people want change, they do the same thing, expecting change. Nothing ain't going to happen. You're just going for the same madness. So now, maybe we're looking forward to saying, thank you, people. Thank you for listening to my reading. Remember, like, subscribe, and I appreciate you all. And find God in you. God is in you. All right, my darlings? Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.